Welcome, my dear learners, for this course on heat transfer. In this module 1, we were discussing on introductory concept of heat transfer and also one dimension steady state heat conduction. So far, we have solved numerical problems on one dimension steady state heat conduction through composite wall. Now, we are ready to discuss one dimension steady state heat conduction through composite cylinders. The problem number 4 of our discussion states that a gas filled tube has 2 mm inside diameter and 2 cm long. The gas is heated by an electrical wire of diameter 50 microns located along the axis of the tube. Current and voltage drop across the heating element is 0.5 amps and 4 volts respectively. If the measured wire and inside tube wall temperature are 175 degrees Celsius and 150 degrees Celsius respectively, find thermal conductivity of gas filling the tube. Let us solve this problem. If we move on and analyze the data given for us, we have a gas filled tube of 2 mm inside diameter and 2 centimeters long. So we have a tube whose diameter is specified for us. The tube radius can be determined, and this tube is filled with gas. An electric wire, a solid electric wire, is placed inside this tube whose diameter is also given. So let us take this as radius of tube. Current and voltage are specified. So it is given the current I is equal to 0.5 amps and voltage V is 4 volts. If the measured wire temperature, he has measured the wire temperature and also inside tube temperature, which are 175 degrees Celsius and 150 degrees Celsius respectively. Find the thermal conductivity of gas. He is asking us to calculate the thermal conductivity of gas. One clear observation you should make here is that the heat transfer between the gas and the tube is because of convection. That we should agree. But here is using an electric wire which is merged inside the gas and heating the gas. So therefore, heat is propagating from the wire through the gas layers and it is reaching the tube. So therefore, the problem is like this. We have a gas, we have a wire inside that, a solid wire, and around which we have the gas like this. And the heat is propagating and reaching the walls of the tube. So heat is moving and reaching the tube wall. So this is how the problem is looking like, and this is electrical wire. Now we have specified the diameter and length also. If you observe, the inside diameter of the tube is given as 2 millimeters. So therefore, radius of the tube is 1 mm, that is 0.001 meters. And the diameter of the electric wire is 50 microns. So therefore, radius of the wire is 25 microns, that is 25 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meters. So now the propagation of heat takes place through conduction inside the gas and it reaches the surface of the tube. So we know that the conduction mode of heat transfer in the cylindrical coordinate for one dimension is given by Q is equal to T1 is the temperature of tube minus temperature of, let me take it as temperature of wire. We should use capital letters for temperature, small letters for thickness. Let us use capital letter for temperature. Temperature of wire minus temperature of tube divided by radius of, inner radius of tube divided by radius of wire within log base E whole divided by 2 pi KL. This we already know. Now we have thermal conductivity here, so but Q is also unknown for us. In this we have two unknowns, one is Q, another one is thermal conductivity. But he has given the voltage into current passing through this electric wire, so therefore heat will be equal to product of voltage into current. So therefore Q will be equal to, voltage is 4 volts, current is 0.5 amps, which is equal to 2 watts. So now substitute this equation and get the value of thermal conductivity of gas, that is 2 watts is equal to 2 into pi into K. So is giving the value of length as 2 centimeters. So therefore the length will be equal to 0.02 meters times the wire temperature is 175 degrees Celsius minus the tube temperature is 150 degrees Celsius. Temperature of tube is 150 degrees Celsius divided by ln of radius of tube is 0.001 divided by 25 into 10 to the power of minus 6. 25 into 10 to the power of minus 6. So therefore thermal conductivity of gas is turning out to be, therefore thermal conductivity of gas is 2.34H. Unit is watt per meter degree Celsius. So this is the solution for problem number 4. Whereas if we ask the heat transfer between the gas and the inside tube wall, then it is because of convective heat transfer. Now let us move for problem number 5. So if we move for problem number 5 and distribute the data given, we have for problem number 5 a standard cast iron pipe of 50 mm inner diameter and 55 mm outer diameter is insulated with magnesium insulation with thermal conductivity of 0.02 watt per meter degree Celsius. Temperature at the interface between the pipe and insulation is 300 degrees Celsius. The allowable heat loss through the pipe is 600 watt per meter length of pipe, and for the safety, the temperature of the outside surface of insulation must not exceed 100 degrees Celsius. Determine minimum thickness of insulation required and the temperature of inside surface of the pipe, assuming its thermal conductivity as 20 watt per meter degree Celsius. Now if I list out the data given for us, we have a cast iron pipe like this. We have specified the inner and outer diameter of this, and we can determine the radius, and we have a magnesium insulation, so around which we have an insulation. Let us indicate the insulation by hashing it so that we can differentiate between pipe and magnesium insulation. Now coming for the radius of this, we have the inner radius as R1, outer radius of pipe as R2, and outer radius plus thickness as R3. And it specifies the value of Q as 600 watt per meter length. So therefore length is 1 meter for us, and specifying the value of K of insulation. K of insulation is 0.02 watt per meter degree Celsius. The interface temperature is specified for us, so therefore let us mark the temperature as state point 1, 2 and 3. So therefore he has given the value of T2 as 300 degrees Celsius. So therefore we can determine the radius R1. So inner diameter is 50, radius will be 25 mm, that is 0.025 meters. The outer diameter of the pipe is 55 mm, that is 55 divided by 2, which is 27.5 millimeters. So therefore R2 will be 0.0275 meters. He is asking to calculate the value of thickness, that is R3 minus R2, and also temperature at the inside surface of the pipe, that is T1, is also unknown for us, whereas the outside surface temperature from safety should not exceed 100 degrees Celsius. The thermal conductivity of pipe is also specified, which is equal to 20 watt per meter degree Celsius. So this is what he has given for us. If I move for solution, since he has given the value of Q and we know the temperature at point 2 and 3, and also we know the value of radius R2, I can find the value of R3. So therefore, to find the thickness, first let us find the value of R3. We know that Q2 to 3 is equal to P2 minus T3 divided by ln of R3 by R2 divided by 2 pi K of insulation into L. So now we know the value of Q by L. So therefore the Q by L is 600 watt per meter. T2 is given for us, which is 300 degrees Celsius, minus T3 is also specified, which is 100 divided by ln of R3 is unknown, R2 is known for us, which is 0.0275 whole divided by 2 into pi into K insulation is 0.02 into 1 meter. So therefore R3 is equal to, if I solve, the radius R3 is turning out to be 0.02868 meters. So therefore minimum thickness of insulation will be P is equal to R3 minus R2, which is nothing but answer minus 0.0275, which is 1.1764 millimeters into 10 to the power of 3 meters, which can be noted down as millimeters. So therefore the minimum thickness of insulation required to maintain the outer surface of insulation at 100 degrees Celsius is 1.176 millimeters. Next, moving for the second one, to find T1, use Q122, which is equal to T1 minus T2 divided by ln of R2 by R1 divided by 2 pi K of pi into length. We know that Q by L is given as 600. So therefore 600 is equal to T1 is unknown, interface temperature is known, that is 300 into 2 into pi into K of pipe is 20 into length is 1 meter divided by log base E of R2 is 0.0275 divided by R1 is 0.025. So if I solve, I will get the value of temperature T1 as 600 into ln of 0.0275 divided by 0.025 divided by 2 into pi into 20 into 1 plus 300, which is 300.455 degrees Celsius. 300.46 degrees Celsius. So this is the solution for problem number 1 and problem number 2, whereas problem 1 is picked from GATE question paper. Let me pause this video for a while so that you people can copy it down. Later we will solve problem number 6. Now moving ahead for the final problem of today's lecture, that is problem number 6, states that a metallic steel pipe with K is equal to 45 watt per meter Kelvin, 5 cm inside diameter and 6.5 cm outside diameter is lagged with a 2.75 cm radial thickness of high temperature insulation having thermal conductivity of 1.1 watt per meter Kelvin. The surface heat transfer coefficient for inside and outside are 4650 and 11.5 watt per meter square Kelvin respectively. If the steam temperature is 200 degrees Celsius and ambient temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, determine heat loss per meter length of pipe, temperature at interfaces, overall heat transfer coefficient based on inside and outside area. Let us solve this problem. If we move for solution of problem number 6, we have a problem like this. A metallic steel pipe. We have a metallic steel pipe inside which we have steam, for which the convective heat transfer coefficient is given as HI and the inside diameter is 5 cm and outside diameter is 6.5 cm. So thickness is equal to 2 times the thickness is equal to difference in diameter. So thickness is equal to difference in diameter divided by 2. So if you take radius, it is just the difference of radius. And it is lagged with 2.75 cm radial thickness. So this is lagged, means it is insulated with a radial thickness. So he has given the radial thickness of this. This thickness is given for us. The radial thickness. This is R1. This is R2. So therefore this can be written as R3. So we have an insulation lagged on the pipe. The thermal conductivity of pipe is also known to us. So pipe thermal conductivity is 45 watt per meter Kelvin. Coming for radius, inner radius is 5 cm. So diameter is 5 cm, radius is 2.5 cm, that is 0.025 meters. And outside diameter is given as 6.5 cm. So therefore diameter is 6.5 divided by 2 which is 3.25, that is 0.0325 meters, and he has given the thickness as 2.75 centimeters, it is 0.0275 meters. Hence the value of R3 is R2 plus thickness, which is nothing but 6 centimeter, that is 0.06 meters. And the thermal conductivity of the insulation is also given, which is 1.1 watt per meter Kelvin. The heat transfer coefficient inside and outside are specified, which are 4650 and 11.5 watt per meter square Kelvin. Respectively, the steam temperature, let us take it as T1, which is 200 degrees Celsius, and ambient air temperature, let us take this as 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 and 0.5. We have convection at the ambient, which is H0, and T5, which is 25 degrees Celsius. Determine the heat loss per meter length. So length is specified as 1 meter. So this is data given. So if I move for solution, let us draw electric circuit for better understanding. So we have T1, convective resistance R1, T2, conduction resistance R2, again conduction resistance R3, and we have convection to ambient atmosphere, which is R4. The temperatures are T3, T4 and T5. Let us first calculate the resistance. So if we calculate the resistance, R1 is because of convection, it is 1 by Hi Ai, which is equal to 1 by Hi is 4650 into 2 pi Rn, that is 2 pi R1L. R1 is 0.025 into L is 1 meter. So inside surface area is known to us 2 pi R1L. So R1 will become 1 by 4650 into 2 into pi into 0.025 into 1, which is 1.369 into 10 to the power of minus 3 degrees Celsius per watt. Moving for R2, R2 is given by ln of R2 by R1 divided by 2 pi Kl. So here K is K of pi. So which is equal to ln of R2. R2 is 0.0325 divided by R1 is 0.025 divided by 2 into pi into K of pipe is 45 into length is 1. So if I solve, I will get the answer as ln of 0.0325 divided by 0.025 divided by 2 into pi into 45 into 1, which is 9.279 into 10 to the power of minus 4 degrees Celsius per watt. Moving for R3, R3 is also because of conduction by insulation. Formula is ln of R3 by R2 divided by 2 pi K insulation L, which is equal to ln of R3 is 0.06 divided by R2 is 0.0325 whole divided by 2 into pi Thermal conductivity of insulation is 1.1, length is 1 meter. So solving which we will get the answer for resistance R3 as 0.0887 degrees Celsius per watt. Now moving for R4. R4 is because of convection with atmosphere. So H naught is 11.5 into area is 2 pi R3, 2 pi R3L. R3 is 0.06, L is 1 meter. So therefore resistance R4 is 1 by 11.5 into 2 into pi into 0.06 into 1 meter length, that is 0.231 degrees Celsius per watt. So we have calculated all the resistances. Now easily we can find the value of heat transfer per meter length, that is, let us find the value of R, that is summation of R, which is Ri, where I varies from 1 to 4. We have 4 resistances. So therefore adding all the 4 resistance we have 1.369 10 power minus 3 plus 9.279 10 power minus 4 plus 0.0887 plus 0.231, which is equal to 0.322 degrees Celsius per watt is the sum of resistance, because all the resistance are in series. Equivalent resistance is just the sum of these resistances. So hence the first one, Q per meter length will be delta T by sum of resistance. Delta T is T1 minus T5 by R, which is turning out to be T1 is 200 minus T5 is 25 divided by R is 0.322, which is nothing but 543.478 watts. Now to find interface temperatures, we have Q122 is equal to T1 minus T2 divided by R1. So you can find the value of T2. Similarly, Q223 is equal to T2 minus T3 by R2. Find the value of T3. So T2 and T3 will become, Q is 543.478 into R1. R1 is 1.369 into 10 to the power of minus 3. T1 minus answer. T1 is 200 minus answer 543.478 into 1.369 10 power minus 3. T1 is 200 minus answer is 199.26. 199.26 degrees Celsius, whereas T3 is turning out to be, Q is 543.478 into R2 is 9.279 10 power minus 4. T2 minus answer, T2 is 199.26 minus answer is 198.76. 198.76 degrees Celsius. Next, use Q3 to 4 and find T4. It is T3 minus T4 by R3 Hence find the value of T4. Q is 543.478 into R3 is 0.0887. 198.76 minus answer is 150.55. 150.55 degrees Celsius is the value of T4. By taking Q4 to 5 also you can find the answer. If I do like that, it is 543.478 into R4 is 0.231. So then it will become T4 minus T5. So this answer plus T5. T5 is 25. So 150.55, correct. So now finally, if I want to calculate the heat transfer coefficient, we have U into A is equal to 1 by sum of resistances. So therefore, Ui will become 1 by Ai. Ai is 2 pi R1L. R1 is 0.025 into L is 1, and we know the value of resistance as 0.322. So we get the value of Ri as 1 divided by 2 into pi into 0.025 into 1 into 0.322, which is nothing but 19.77. 19.77 watt per meter square degree Celsius. So similarly, U naught is equal to 1 by A naught into summation of R. So for outside surface area, I should take 2 pi R3L. 2 pi R3L. So therefore it is 1 divided by 2 into pi into R3. R3 is 0.06 into L is 1. Summation of resistance is 0.322. So the answer for overall heat transfer coefficient based on outside surface area is 8.238 watt per meter square degree Celsius. 8.238. So overall heat transfer coefficient based on inside is 19.77, based on outside surface is 8.238. So this is the complete solution for problem number 6. So this completes our discussion on numerical problems on 1D heat conduction through composite cylinders. That's all from this lecture. Thank you all.